Hello everyone, I am Zerg Sword Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. The Cursed end their turn by launching the Yaoshan from Return to Davy Jones, and the Zyvon from Pirates of Dark Tides. The Spanish also do some end-of-turn buying, purchasing a town and military port upgrade. Also of note, the San Jose is almost home. The pirates keep up the pressure on the Americans. Here the Dutchman has used Wesley to S-board the frontier and kill all of her crew. Back at the pirate home island, the Beast's Belly comes into play, with a hidden crew. The pirates didn't just launch the Beast's Belly, however. The Claret, Mocha, and others come into play at the Devil's Maw. At the Dead Man's Point, the Celtic Fury is hired, with Shipping Sai, Captain Nemo, Ibrahim Ozat, a cannoneer, and helmsman. Rounding out the pirate launch is the Lacan II from Pirates of the Dark Tides, with Don Pedro Gilbert, a captain, helmsman, and sack food. The Spanish have broken their defensive line and are falling back toward their own home waters. On the way out, the Cazadora and both flotilla are caught in a storm. All three are instantly sunk, irritating the Spanish. The flotilla can be replaced easily, but finding a good ship to tow them is not as easy, especially when their options for launches are decreasing. After saving some gold and cashing in the hidden trove, the cursed mega launch, bringing all available sea monsters into play. Slark Gubbet, Kalim, Gog Clox, Likem Namad, Calypsos, Squallow, Suro, Leviathan, Maxahebo, and Jormungandr. The Dauntless and Swallow sink the Louisiana and Chesapeake, and take the Pearl down to her last mast. The Americans have fewer than 10 ships at this point. The pirates upgrade their food island into a military port, the first of the game so far. The Ironwood is repaired from her tussles with Spain, and now sets her eyes on the Americans, and possibly the pirates. Commander Temple stole the Colossus. The English acquire a warship on par with the Titan. The Richardson Forward repair at Ramsgate. The American had fled into the fog again and tried to emerge, but came out on top of an iceberg. The ship fell prey to the unforgiving ice and was wrecked. The pirate presence around the American home island intensifies. The Spanish seem to have abandoned their allies, leaving them to the pirates. The cursed defensive line against the pirates, in some places up to 4 ships deep and reinforced with sea monsters. All of their fear seems to be invalid, however, as most pirate ships are making their way west, toward the Americans, or else are falling back south, toward the Dead Man's Point and Devil's Maw. The Americans have 3 ships at their disposal and no gold, with pirates circling like vultures and the English waiting in the wings. The Velvet Fox emerges from the fog cautiously, looking for the Spanish, but finding none. All that's left of them is Fortaleza Dorada. Where did they go? A wide shot of Spanish waters. Cargo and gunships alike are heading for the home island. Victor de Alva has a vision for Spain, and is taking steps to realize that vision. Among them is the re-establishment of a trading port on Kanohi Island, with the El Dorado taking the other island upgrades to the northern island, on the border with the English. Angelica swoops against the Nubian prince and takes off 2 masts. The pirates launch at the end of their turn, with the Charles, Bloody Spear, Delight, Calyptra, Zeon, and Kanohi Dragon coming into play at Dead Man's Point. The Sunrise Fire, Proud Tortoise, Mort d'Arbor, Merlin, and Doombox are all launched from the Devil's Maw. Rounding out their launch, the Shamrock is launched at their home island. Oh no! The Santa Isabel is taken in by a storm. She only loses 2 masts, but the Spanish will need to be very lucky to get her out of there alive. The Swamp Fox and Pearl flee into the fog, leaving the Frontier and captured Ladies Scorn as the only ships docked at the American home island. Egads! The Spanish were not lucky, with the Isabel going down in the storm. A wide shot of the Spanish territory. Almost all 5-mast ships they have are in the water here or are already sunk. Going from left to right, El Cruzado from El Cazador, the Fuerza de Dios, Parts of the Dark Tides, El Granata, San Cristobal, Rampage, Return of Davy Jones, Estrella de la Mañana, Cazador, La Muerte, also Cazador, and the Santísima Trinidad, from Fiends of the Blood Islands. Ending their turn, the Spanish rebuy the Diablo flotilla for El Rosal. Using ramming and some extra actions, the pirates recapture the Lady Scorn. Jack Sparrow catches a ride on the Amity to the Kanohi Dragon, where he joins Eileen Bridge O'Brien, David Bones Wiley, the Reroller, and a helmsman. The Kanohi Dragon has the same ability as the original El Cruzado, and cannot be given fire masts. The Spanish end their turn with a minor launch. The San Esteban, with a captain, helmsman, and musketeer. The Lepanto, with a captain, helmsman, and musketeer. The Antamazia, with captain, helmsman, musketeer, and cannoneer. La Trinidad, with a captain, helmsman, and cannoneer. La Ebro, with captain and fire shot, towing the Armada. At this point, 12 rounds had gone by, and factions cashed in their stocks of resources and awaited the new rolls, which came up as a 6 and 11, a literal reversal of the previous value, with all resources now worth their opposite. For example, finished goods are the number 6 resource and are now worth 1 gold, while lumber is the number 1 resource and is now worth 6 gold. This will most likely benefit the pirates the most, since they are one of the few factions with now valuable resources close to them. The Pearl emerges from the fog to strike at the Flying Dutchman, but goes a dismal 0 for 4, missing all of her shots. The Nubian Prince docks at the trading port and unloads Barbarossa's captured crew, which become a 3 and a 2 coin. Normal gold capture rules stipulate that crew must be unloaded at the home island. However, for this game, a house rule that would allow privateer sources of this ability to function at trading ports. With the influx of gold and decent gunships few and far between, the Spanish convert the Isabella to a gunship, with the captain, helmsman, musketeer, and cannoneer. Another town and military port token are also purchased, to be loaded onto the waiting Profeta de la Fortuna. The pirates reveal the hidden crew on the beast's belly, Calypso. She succeeded with her first attempt to place whirlpools, with one placed L away from her ship, and another placed L away from the pirate military port in the north. The pirates swarm ram the frontier, making her derelict, and therefore capturable. Calypso was given a second attempt at her ability, and succeeded a second time. This time a whirlpool appeared next to the Devil's Maw. The Cassandra and Bloody Jewel received some additional crew, with Revolution Devereaux coming aboard the Cassandra, and El Phantasma from Crimson Coast taking the helm of the Bloody Jewel. And that wraps up this report. The pirates are planning nefarious plans, the Americans are almost extinct, and the Spanish and English are rebuilding from their war. If you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.